Hello, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Michelle Pina, and I work for an educational wellness company.
And where are you from?
I am from Houston, Texas.
All right, and where are we now?
We are at Cape Carancahua, Texas. It's halfway between Port Lavacca and Palacios on the Texas Gulf Coast.
All right, and this is the 4th of July.
Woohoo! Happy birthday, America!
And has the climate changed much since you were a kid?
Yes, it has.
And
I feel it has.
How has it changed?
It's hotter than it used to be. And I think just how you hear about animal extinction, and you hear about like the bees. And I think that all has to do with our human impact on the environment, which then has a ripple effect. And it could also be some of like just the quantity of animals, like, carbon monoxide increases when you're raising cattle, and like there's just the practices that we have to be able to support all the humans on this earth. It has some negative impact, and what do you do about it? Do we just keep living until it's all done and woohoo, humans, we had our time, or do we try and find different ways to not make such a big impact, so that way life on Earth lasts a little bit longer? Who knows? Or an asteroid could come and we're all gone. Who knows?
And do you worry about it every day? Say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most concerned, how much do you worry about climate change?
I would probably say a 5 or a 6, because again, maybe this is how it was all supposed to be, and there's a billion, Earth was here for 1 billion years, it could be here for another 1 billion years. We're only here for 75 to 90, 100 years, so we're just a blip on the radar.
And what about the future? Are you a climate optimist or pessimist? Are things getting better or worse? And is there anything we can do about it?
I would say I'm a forever optimist about anything, but I do feel a little pessimistic about climate change and what we're doing to the earth. Like, I personally try and not consume as much plastic. I know that recycling plastic is kind of a joke, so what can I do to reduce my consumption when it relates to plastics and things like that? I would love to have my own little farm and a goat and a sheep and a cow and a chicken, but again, that takes a lot of work. So yeah, I'm maybe a 5 or a 6 on that. For the second part, what can we all do? I think we just need to, what are we doing in our consumption? How can we consume less and stop being such a throwaway society? I think, any little change that we can do. If everybody did one small little change, that can make the world a difference.
And just lastly, you and I and friend of yours were talking.
Oh, my husband,
your
yes.
husband, we're talking about the Formosa plant.
Oh,
nearby.
yeah.
And that place has been controversial, I guess.
It has. So it's been here forever. I think when it first arrived here, that was in the 70s, I was really little, but it was always there. And yes, it provided lots of jobs, lots of opportunities. But, practices from one country coming to another country weren't always in sync, and we've learned a lot from people that we've met that have worked there, still work there, and things I think did improve, but there's the long-term effect, and stuff's gonna happen. There's a whole nonprofit that's all about the nurdles, or those are the little pieces of plastic that are found in the water, and still today people are there going scooping up sand and finding the little plastic pieces, bagging them up, cataloging them to build a case, or just to make sure that Formosa holds up their end of the bargain. And then who's to say another company's gonna come and build more plants and do more damage, but hopefully there's some things in place to protect the environment and the people here. Like just right here, like this little stretch of 35, it's been so quiet. You have to drive 15 miles either way to find a store other than this little convenience store. We're getting a little dollar store being built, and we're all very excited. But at the same time, we're like, more traffic, more people. It's, you know, like even the area that we live in, houses are being built. There's a KOA park across the bay that got built 2 years ago, and then last year we got notification that they were going to expand it, which means more processed, what is it? Affluent water going to get dumped into the bay. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's recreational, but you're going to be, what impact is that going to have on the wildlife? So yeah, it's like you've got the good and the bad.
Water temperature.
Very good. Well, thank you very much on the 4th of
Absolutely.
July weekend.
Woohoo! Thank you for what you're doing. I can't wait to see the outcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.